Let's actually break down how do you write an email to begin with, right? So this first one, we call this a direct offer campaign. I'm just saying, hey, if you're this person, then you should work with us. So at the top, you can see I say, hey there. Now, this is pulled directly from our CRM. What we have is a specific, it's called personalized tag, so that if this goes to somebody and we don't have their first name on file, it'll just say, hey there. However, if it does have their first name, then it'll say their first name instead. So if this was being sent to me, it would say, hey, Ravi. Personalization is an incredibly important way, an easy way to increase the response rate and click-through rate of your emails. Someone's always going to feel like they should respond back or click more if it feels like it was written for them versus feel like it was written for everybody else. I say I'm looking for businesses that are already running ads on Meta or a VSL, on Meta, on Facebook, to a VSL or a webinar, and want a better return on ad spend. So this is very similar to how I write my ads, in the sense that immediately I'm making a big call out to who this email's for. This is important because if I'm sending this email to, let's say, 200,000 people, there's a lot of people on my list that don't already run ads, and so maybe this offer might not be the best thing for them. And so this one is specifically for people that are already running ads. And I said this also only works for offers priced at least at $2,000 and sold over a sales call. So another qualifier I'm putting in my email. So this is like a little mini ad or a mini video sales letter. If that's you, my company will install the self-sustaining funnel in your business and promise 5 key results. So I say install the self-sustaining funnel with a hyperlink. I love putting 1 or 2 hyperlinks inside of my emails because it's a really great way to get somebody from your email to a different asset that you have where they can consume more content from you. And then I write down 5 things that we do for our clients. We write their ad copy in VSLs, we edit them, we set up and launch our campaigns, we listen to their calls and give them feedback, et cetera, et cetera. And what you'll notice is I use little emojis inside of here. So I don't use bullets, I use emojis. And these are all very little ways that I'm capturing people's attention, and I'm also making it seem like I personally wrote this email to them. After all that's done, we'll train you to manage the system so you don't have to pay agencies or hefty retainers. Plus, if you have an existing YouTube channel, we'll give you the exact systems we use to turn our channel into a profit center. If this sounds interesting, check this one pager out containing our offer and track record. So this is what's called the call to action right here at the bottom. And this is where I'm saying like, hey, this is what you should do if you like this and you want to work with us. And everything else in here is kind of called the body. And this is where I'm essentially giving them the information that they want or that they're interested in learning a little bit more about our product service. And you can see I have my sign off right here, my signature, which is super, super simple. I almost always put, you can probably can't see it here, but I almost always put like a specialized sign off, like better ROAS or the lead gen king or something like that in there. Once again, it's like a little bit of level of personalization, and it makes the email a little bit more fun. A few final pieces on this specific email. Actually, 2 very important ones. The first is, notice I don't have any images. I don't have any, like, it's not set up so where I have like margins in between it where it looks like a newsletter. It literally looks like I could have typed this out on my phone and sent it out to you. The only thing that doesn't look like I typed this on my phone is the signature I have at the bottom, but that's okay because I just see it as another form of branding for me. They're just seeing my face one more time, so when they see it on Instagram or YouTube or LinkedIn, they recognize that one-to-one immediately in their brain. But other than that, it looks like I could type this entire thing from my phone, right? That's incredibly important. We actually saw a 2x increase in click-through rate when we made it like this versus when we added a bunch of images and a bunch of different links, et cetera, et cetera. So that's a huge recommendation when you're writing your emails. It's actually maybe even more important than what's in it is how you're structuring it. The second important thing here is you'll notice that there is a line break in literally almost every single sentence inside of here, right? So people, when they read, they skim. And if there's huge blocks of text, it makes it very difficult for somebody to read the content that you have. So if you look at some of the best converting LinkedIn posts, Instagram posts, Twitter posts, they all have single sentence paragraphs, and emails are no different because that's so easy for somebody to read. It's easy on the eyes with all of that white space that is in the email. So you want to write all of your emails the exact same way.
If you want my help installing any of these systems in your business done for you, be sure to book a call with my team down below.